Why are there not more people talking about the authenticity of the Bible and the divinity of Jesus? Am I the only one that didn't know that many Christians believe the Bible has remained unchanged and that its portrayal of Jesus as fully divine is a teaching that dates back to the earliest times? But did you know that the historical and textual evidence tells a different story? Today, we explore the question, is the Bible truly corrupted, and was Jesus always believed to be God? Throughout history, scholars have noted thousands of changes in the Bible's manuscripts. Many of these changes occurred during the early centuries of Christianity. For example, Bart D. Ehrman, a prominent biblical scholar, highlights that there are over 400,000 textual variants in the manuscripts of the New Testament. These aren't minor spelling mistakes. Some of these variations impact critical beliefs about Jesus' nature. A prime example is the ending of the Gospel of Mark. In early manuscripts, the last verses about Jesus' resurrection are missing, leaving scholars to believe that these verses were added later. Another key point is the evolution of the belief in the Trinity. Early Christians held different views on Jesus' divinity. The famous Council of Nicaea in 325 AD is where the doctrine of the Trinity was formalized. But this wasn't a belief universally held from the start. The council was a response to theological debates, such as the Arian controversy, which questioned whether Jesus was truly divine. Arius and his followers believed Jesus was a created being, not equal to God, but the council decreed that Jesus was of the same substance as God the Father. This shows how the concept of the Trinity, a core belief in mainstream Christianity today, was debated and developed centuries after Jesus' life. Not all early Christians believed Jesus was divine. Groups like the Ebionites and Nazarenes considered Jesus a prophet and the Messiah, but not God. These groups, which existed before the formalization of the Trinity, align more closely with the Islamic view of Jesus. This diversity of belief in early Christianity shows that the idea of Jesus being God evolved over time and was not a universally accepted teaching from the beginning. In contrast, the Quran presents a clear and consistent message about Jesus. He is a prophet, a servant of God, but not divine. The Quran also acknowledges the corruption of earlier scriptures, including the Bible. Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 79, highlights this issue, stating that some people wrote the book with their own hands and claimed it was from God. The Islamic perspective doesn't see the Bible as completely false, but rather as a text that has been altered over time with some truth still preserved. If the belief in Jesus as God was so central to Christianity, why do we not find a clear and direct statement of this in the Gospels? In fact, throughout the Gospels, Jesus emphasizes his humanity and his subservience to God. He prays to God, acknowledges that the Father is greater than I, John 14:28, and never directly claims to be God. Instead of proclaiming his own divinity, Jesus speaks of God as a distinct being, reinforcing the idea that the doctrine of the Trinity is a later theological development, not part of Jesus' original teachings. To conclude, the claim that Jesus' divinity is an unbroken teaching from the earliest times is not supported by historical evidence. The Bible, while containing truths, has undergone changes over the centuries. The Quran offers a consistent message about the oneness of God and restores the original teachings of prophets like Abraham, Moses, and Jesus. Peace and blessings be upon them all. As seekers of truth, it's essential to examine historical facts and question long-held assumptions. The journey to understanding Jesus' true nature is one of exploring the original message of monotheism as preserved in Islam. Thank you for watching. If you found this video insightful, please like, subscribe, and share it with others. Let's continue seeking truth together. Peace be upon you.